So, first of all, guys, happy Game Show Day to everybody.
You bet.
Oh, it's a worthy celebration.
Yes, it is.
Indeed it is. Matt, you agree?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm distracted here because I'm still trying to. Um, I was going to try and log in again, but it's making me do all this other stupid stuff, like to get started for free, see pricing. What the hell?
Oh yeah.
I get you. Well, here. Don't worry about it. Like I said, just worry about the buzzer site. Like I said, I'll talk you through it. We'll get everything in here, all in one place as we get this game of the challengers started here. Let me load in. Oh, now this is going to be fun because I got two of you. I got two. Of you.
Just do Brian H.
Oh yeah,
and
no,
Brian
I know.
S.
Yeah, Brian S for Brian Schwartz, not to be confused with the Brian S that is
running the game.
Exactly.
The show.
Yes, and the lone different person in this room, the only person in this room not named Brian. Yes, so
One
Brian,
of these things is not like the other.
Yes, exactly. Yes, Brian Schwartz, Brian Henniger, and Matt Kaiser.
All right.
Hey, listen, Matt, you might be the oddball, but hey, watch this. You'll probably end up being the winner.
That's true.
True, Matt?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure you can hear me nice and clear and everything, right?
Yepper.
Yeah, I'm just.
Okay. All right. Okay. Just keep yourself on buzzing.live and just be ready as I ask the questions here, and we'll make sure everything is working in proper order. Okay. All right. I put the 200 in place here. We'll have the sprint all set to go here to make this work. We'll see how quickly we can get through these questions at plus or minus 100 apiece. We'll do the scoring once the minute is over because I've got to focus on this screen over here watching the buzzers here.
Yeah,
all right.
Makes sense.
Okay, so if you're all ready, 1 minute. 1 minute on the clock. Best of luck to you all. By the way, Schwartz, I will call you Schwartz just to speed up the speaking to all you guys. Okay.
Makes sense.
All right. Here we go, guys. 1 minute on the clock. Fingers on the buzzers, and let's rock here. In Einstein's famous theory of relativity formula, E equals mc. Matt.
I'm sorry, I hit that by mistake.
Okay, I gotta take that. That's math's what I was looking for. This past Memorial Day, Alex Palou won what prestigious Henniger?
Indy 500.
Correct. What color hair do you have if someone describes you as a carrot top? Henniger.
Ginger.
Yeah.
Red.
We'll take that. Yes. Okay. All right. George Washington was the first president of the United States. Who was the first vice president? Schwartz.
John Adams.
Correct. What name was assumed by new Pope Robert Prevost? Henniger.
Leo the 14th.
Correct. After which war did the Nuremberg trials take place? Henniger.
World War II.
Correct. In which Broadway musical will you hear such songs as "Hello, Little Girl" and "No One Is Alone"?
Les Miserables.
That's "Into the Woods" was that one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's do some. Let's run ourselves back here. Okay. So all right. Matt, I know in your case you had the one miss here. That's okay. We'll get you back up there. Okay, let's see. Schwartz, which ones did you have?
I only got one correct. I didn't miss anything though.
You had the John Adams, I think it was.
Correct.
Okay, so you had that. Okay, so we got that one, and Mr. Henniger. Let's see. You got the Indy. You got the Red. You got the Leo the 14th, the World War II, but then you took a step back on Into the Woods, I believe. That's how far we got. Yes, okay, all right. So there we go. All right, so there are scores after the opening cycle here. All right, we got 300 for Brian Schwartz, 500 for Brian Henniger, 100 for Matt Kaiser. All right, so Brian, you get the first choice of categories for the first round. And take a look at our selections. You guys are going to like these here. All right, we've got In the Kitchen, Rules of the Road, Disney changed the story, U.S. Geography, Biology Lab, and Sports Update. Where would you like to start, Mr. Henniger?
Let's do Disney change the story, please.
No, right.
You want to know something funny? When I was doing this game a little while ago with Danny Lewis, Chico Alexander, and Josh Whittleson, Josh started with the same category. All right, send me on Facebook. Send me your choices privately for these selections. Here you go. For $150, we have She Really Dies. For $200, It's Really Shakespeare. For $250, She Really Hated It. Okay, all right. Matt, I'm going to start with you. The 200 on It's Really Shakespeare. Here is the question. Except for the fact that everyone dies in the actual story, the 1994 Disney classic The Lion King is loosely based on what Shakespeare play? This is just yours, Matt.
Hamlet.
Hamlet is right for 200. Yeah, you were the only one that picked that one, so no, it was just for you. All right, Brian and Brian. Okay, no, it's okay. Brian and Brian, 250 on She Really Hated It. The 2013 Disney film Saving Mr. Banks tries to show author P.L. Travers loving the changes that she really hated in Walt Disney's movie adaptation of her Henniger.
Mary Poppins.
Of her classic story. Name the story.
Yep.
Correct. That is Mary Poppins. All right. You get the 250 for that. And that means you are still in control. You get the choice of the next category.
Let's do sports update.
Sports update is the choice. We've got questions related to football, basketball, and golf. Football, basketball, and golf. Make your choices. And it looks like everybody's getting a question on this one. Let me make sure I'm hitting the right buttons for the right people. Okay, there we go. All right, Henniger, 150 on the football. Name the flamboyant University of Colorado quarterback who was drafted by the NFL's Cleveland Browns last month.
Shedeur Sanders.
Correct for 150. All right. 200 on basketball for you, Schwartz. The New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers just finished battling it out in the NBA Eastern Conference Finals last night. The central rivalry between the teams was between Knicks point guard Jalen Brunson and what Pacers point guard?
Oh, no. I only knew about Brunson. I don't even have a guess on this one.
No, that's Tyrese Halliburton was the answer there, so that'll cost you 200. All right, Matt, 250 on the golf for you. Heads were turned last week at the Amateur Junior Golf Association's Team Tailor-Made Invitational following a statement win by this amateur golfer who is the son of another famous golfer. Name him.
Real big guess, Tiger Woods.
No, I needed the son. I needed the son is who I wanted. So we're looking for his son, Charlie Woods, actually.
Mm.
So, yeah, no, I mean, you're in the right family, though. I'll say that much. Get out. There we go. That's better. Okay. All right, Brian, you got the pick.
Let's do rules of the road.
Rules of the road. Questions on traffic signs, drunk driving, and vehicle operation. Send me your choices. Okay, got two of you going for the traffic signs question, as long as I hit the right buttons there. Okay, there it is. Okay, Schwartz and Matt on the buzzers, 150 on traffic signs. Traffic signs which indicate a warning are specifically what shape? Schwartz.
No. A triangle?
That is not right. Matt, do you want the question or you want to pass on that?
And the question again, I'm sorry?
Traffic signs which indicate a warning are specifically what shape?
That was triangle too.
Do you want to take it or pass it?
I think I'll pass.
It's actually a diamond is what we got.
Oh,
right.
okay.
Okay, Henniger, 250 on drunk or 200 on drunk driving. Drivers aged 21 and older are classified as drunk if their blood alcohol content is above what number?
.08.
That is right for 200. Okay. All right. Okay,
Not bad for the straight edge guy, huh?
Same here. All right. Okay. What would you like?
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen, we've got questions relating to measuring cups, recipes, and cooking methods.
How can I get video of how can I queue up video so you guys can sort of see me?
That's okay. Don't worry about it too much. There.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Schwartz and Matt, 200 on recipes. What type of food does your recipe call for if it wants you to add some porcino, portobello, or shiitake? Schwartz.
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms is right for 200. Let's get you in there. Now you're back on the plus side. All right, 250 on cooking methods. How are you preparing your meat if you are cooking it in a small amount of liquid in a tightly covered pan over low heat?
You are braising it.
That is right for 250. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done there. All right.
Best way to make pulled pork.
There you go. Okay, 2 categories left. What do you like?
U.S. geography.
U.S. geography. Questions about the Great Lakes, shared city names, and rivers.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and Schwartz is going it alone on this one. 150 on Great Lakes for you, Schwartz. The largest body of fresh water in the entire world is also the largest of the Great Lakes. Name it.
Superior.
Right for 150. All right. Henniger and Matt, 200 on shared city names. One of the 2 Massachusetts cities involved in the first battle of the Revolutionary War is also the name of the capital city of New Hampshire. Name the city. Henniger.
Concord.
Concord is right for 200. All right. Okay, 1 category left in the first round. It is on the biology lab, and the questions have to do with cells, genetics, and animal classifications, even though it does not fit on the line. And make sure I hit the right things here. Okay, 200 on genetics for you, Mr. Schwartz. Let's see. The diagram that is used to determine the results of genetic crossbreeding experiments is named after the British scientist who invented the approach. What is his last name?
Oh. You said it was a diagram?
Yes.
Okay.
The diagram that is used to determine the results of genetic crossbreeding experiments is named after the British scientist who invented the approach. What is his last name?
Hybrid?
It's a punnet. The Punnett square.
Punnett square, yeah.
Yes, okay, all right.
Okay.
Okay, animal classifications for 250, Henniger and Matt. In the taxonomic ranking of animals, name the lower rank that comes directly under kingdom. Henniger.
Phylum.
That is right for 250. All right. Okay. All right. We're at the ends of the first. Pay no attention to the scores because we know full well with the scores, money's going to be doubling in the next round. Anything can change in a heartbeat here. Just the right questions have to come up at the right moment here. So So let's see what happens. Henniger, you had the last correct answer, so you're going to start the second round of categories here. Let's see where everything takes us here. All right, we've got, for this round, the bookshelf. How do you say it? Short and sweet, names in the news, math essentials, and grumpy old men.
Okay. Let's go with, how do you say it?
How do you say it? How do you say it in Spanish, in French, in Italian? How do you say it? That one. Okay, there they are. Okay, Matt, you're starting at 300 in Spanish. Okay, now, for this question, I should point out that I did these same questions the other day with my students for a National Game Show Night presentation. Since I was doing these in school, what is the Spanish word for school?
Escuela.
You got it for 300. There we go. Now we're getting some money on the board. All right. Mr. Henniger, 400 in French. You're in a restaurant and you need to ask the waiter for your dish to include cheese. What French word do you use?
Fromage.
There it is for 400 there. Okay, 500 now on Italian. Schwartz, make it a clean sweep. As Italian is one of the Romance languages, give me the specific Italian phrase you would use to tell someone I love you.
Why didn't they teach me this on my Italian trip? Yes. Forgive me, honey, I don't know. I'm engaged to an Italian woman. She's going to kill me.
Oh, no. Well, the first chance you get, please tell her, not from me, but from you.
Yeah.
Ti
Exactly.
amo.
Ti amo.
Ti amo. Yeah, all right. That's going to...
I'll never forget it now.
Exactly. All right. Okay, Henniger, take us through the next one.
Okay. Let's do, in honor of you, my friend, Math Essentials.
Okay. My category here. All right, we got questions on pesky fractions, geometric figures, and quadratic functions. Okay, and two of you going for the fractions here. So Brian and Brian, 300 on that. When adding any two fractions, what component must they first have in common? That is Schwartz.
The lowest common denominator.
Denominator is correct. Yes, we'll get that for 300 there. All right, getting you back out of there. All right, Matt, 400 on the geometric figures. A parallelogram refers to any geometric figure with two pairs of parallel sides. What term is used for any parallelogram with four equal sides?
Oh, 4 equal sides. I hope that's a rhombus.
It is a rhombus. Very
Yeah.
good. Okay, yep. All right, good job. All right, Matt, you've got the next choice then, because you gave me the last answer.
All right. I can barely see the categories because I'm doing this with my phone.
That's okay.
So can you just read them off to me?
We've got the bookshelf, short and sweet, names in the news, and grumpy old men.
Let's try Grumpy Old Men.
Grumpy old men. This one got a laugh from the room before, but that's okay. We got questions on grumpy old men in music, in early America, and on television. Grumpy old men. Here we go. Everybody's going to television. All right. Now we get to have some. Here we go. $1,000 on the board, a $2,400 sweep. This could change the complexion of the game in a hurry. And I get a feeling we're going to get a buzz real quick on this one. Name the classic TV show where you'd hear grumpy old bigot Archie and his wife, Schwartz.
All in the Family.
And his wife, Edith, sing the lamenting theme song, Those Were the Days. All right. That is $1,000 for you, good sir. And now do you want to tackle the others and try to run up an extra up to $1,400, knowing that a wrong answer is going to set you backwards again?
Yeah, exactly. The other two, I think, have too many possibilities. I'm going to stay.
Okay, gonna freeze on that.
Yeah.
Just for fun, if you had tried one of the others, which one do you think you would have gone for?
In early America.
This is what the question would have been for 800. A symbol of the colonies during the Revolutionary War with the British was a flag depicting a snake and bearing what four-word message?
Damn it, I should have done it. Don't tread on me.
Yeah, that would have been another 800. All right, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Still plenty of time here. All right. 3 categories left. What do you like?
Let's see, the bookshelf.
The bookshelf. Questions about children's tales, classic novels, and epic poems. Okay, 2 of you. Okay, the Bryans are going for children's tales. All right. Oh wait, whoops. I'm sorry. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on 1 sec. Wait. I hit the wrong key on you, Matt. 1 second. Hold on. Let me run that back one more time. That's what we got. There we go. Sorry. Okay. Either way, Brian and Brian, children's tales it is. Let me clear the buzzers. Okay. Many famous fairy tales such as Little Snow White and Hansel and Gretel were written by a pair of German brothers with Henniger.
The Brothers Grimm.
Last name. Grimm is correct for 300. All right. 400, Matt, on classic novels. George Orwell's dystopian novel 1984 introduces several phrases that are now commonplace. One such phrase is defined as having beliefs that go against and are thus punishable by the ruling government. What is this term?
Oh boy. Wait, can you repeat the question again? I'm sorry.
George Orwell's dystopian novel 1984 introduces several phrases that are now commonplace. One such phrase is defined as having beliefs that go against and are thus punishable by the ruling government. What is this term?
I really don't know. And I'm sure I'm going to kick myself for this. I don't know.
It's called thought crime.
Okay, I would have never gotten that. Okay.
All right, no problem there. All right. Okay, Henniger, 2 categories left.
Short and sweet.
Short
right.
and sweet. Okay, short and sweet is short and sweet things such as chemical symbols, state postal codes, and presidencies. Okay.
Well, I haven't done this all game.
Okay. All right. 400 on state postal codes for you, Mr. Schwartz.
Okay.
What is the 2-letter postal abbreviation for the short-named state of Iowa?
IA.
That is right for 400. All right. 500 now on the line for presidencies. Henniger and Matt. The shortest presidency in U.S. history was by this 9th president who died from Henniger.
William Henry
He
Harrison.
died a month.
I died in 30 days.
I thought the same thing.
Oh,
And
you
William
remember
Henry
that.
Harrison. And William Henry Harrison.
I died in 30 days.
We
Oh, that
are the adequate, forgettable, occasionally regrettable, caretaker presidents of the U.S. Womp, womp. Womp, womp.
Oh, that's too great. Oh, boy. Anyway, last category, names in the news.
So how would you give a trivia player way too much sugar?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, boy. Let's see how good you are with these names, however. We're looking for names in the news relating to White House officials, music stars, and global leaders. Final choice for the second round. It's going into the final challenge. Alrighty. Let's do it. $800. Buzzers at the ready, guys. Okay. Anything can happen here. Here we go. Where'd my question go? There it is. Okay. This past week, a popular concert tour was postponed after this legendary singer was diagnosed with
That would be Billy Joel.
Was diagnosed with normal pressure hydrocephalus. Name this piano man performer. Woo. Yes. 800 right in there. That gets you back in the fight. Now, what do you want to do about the others, if anything?
Okay. And what was the category again?
Again, it's just names in the news.
Oh, just names in the news.
Yeah. So if you want it, we got White House officials for 600 and global leaders for 1,000.
Right.
Want to take either of them or pass?
I think I'm going to take a chance on White House officials.
White House officials it is for another $600. Here's the question. Amidst current battles regarding immigration, an order was signed this past week to freeze interviews for all foreign student visas by what current Secretary of State?
Oh, jeez.
You got an answer?
I shouldn't have taken that chance. I don't know. I'm sure the name will come. I'm sure the name will sound familiar, but I can't think of it.
Don't know it?
No.
It was Marco Rubio was the answer.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, all right. Okay, all right. It happens. Don't worry about it. Okay, all right. All right, Brian, you still have a sizable lead, but depending on how these guys play out the categories and how the final challenge goes, we know anything can happen here. So do not rest on your laurels just yet. Here's our final challenge category of the day, gentlemen, and it is Broadway history.
Okay.
Okay, now, like I said, You'll still text me the category you want to play and how much of your current score you wish to wager. Here are your choices. At even odds, you can wager any or all of your money on Hamilton. You can double your wager on Phantom of the Opera, triple your wager on Les Miserables. Okay? Text me and send me your choices. And remember, you know the rules. If more than one of you goes for the same question, the highest wager gets it. The others are phased out. So, the challenge is yours, gentlemen. Let me know what you would like.
Yeah, somebody had to do it.
Dun, 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 dun,
Okay, just waiting on you, Schwartz. Matt, please declare what you decide to do with your 550.
All right, the whole thing on Les Miserables.
Okay, so that's what you went for there. All right, Schwartz, you had 1,300. Where'd you go with your money?
I went $12.99 on Phantom of the Opera.
Okay, so far 2 people in. Brian Henniger, what'd you decide to do?
Sorry, Matt. 1301 on Les Miserables.
Okay, all right. So Matt, as it stands there, the math does not work out where you've got a shot to win on this one. But hey, no, you still play well, and no, I applaud the guts for going for that last question because
Absolutely.
it would have given you more wiggle room perhaps to see where things go. So let's root the Bryans on, see where things happen with them. All right, Schwartz, I'm going to start with you. You put down $12.99 at double the money on Phantom of the Opera, so that means $3,898 if you're right, and a measly buck if you're wrong. So that's an interesting thing. I don't think we ever had that score before. All right, here's
Not on the challengers, no.
no, yeah. Here's your question on the Phantom of the Opera. The longest running play in Broadway history, The Phantom of the Opera, ran for 35 years on Broadway from 1988 to 2023. Through its many cast changes, the production is best remembered for its 2 original stars, Michael Crawford as the Phantom, and this actress, Andrew Lloyd Webber's then wife, who played Christine Day. For $3,898, name the actress.
Mrs. Weber. I have no idea.
She has her own name, just for the record.
I know she does, but I have no idea what the name is.
No answer?
No, I don't even have a guess.
The answer was Sarah Brightman was her name.
No,
so
didn't know it.
Sorry about that. All right. Brian Henniger, it's foregone conclusion at this point, but now let's go for the glory and see that you can nail this down. 1301 is what you put down on Les Miserables. That means a right answer here vaults you to $6,903, and it's $16.99 if you're wrong. Obviously, I'd like to see the happy conclusion. All right, so listen carefully to your question on Les Mis. One of the central relationships told in the story of Les Miserables is that of the orphans Cosette and student revolutionary Marius. Shortly after they confess their love for one another, they are forced to part ways on the eve of the Paris uprising, which was marked by the death of a noted French general. For $6,903, what was the last name of that general?
Robespierre.
It was General Lamarck. I'm sorry.
Wow.
That. Okay, all right. That's the bad news. The good news, you are still the winner with $1,699. So the glory still goes to you. And with all apologies to my other 3 friends, Danny Lewis, Chico Alexander, and Josh Whittleson, who played before, but for, like I said, dumb me didn't realize I didn't have the mic on, so I've got their visual of the game, but the audio is not saved whatsoever. Just so you can compare your results to them, Danny Lewis finished with 900. Chico finished with forgot what did he finish with? I lost track. 3,450, and Josh finished with $7,250. So we had results all around, with this, but still good results nonetheless. So I thank you guys, and to the other three, if you're listening, if you're watching this, I thank you guys for playing too, even though, like I said, dumb me did not turn the audio on. So, but this was good. I'm glad we got to do this for National Game Show Day. And hey, with any luck, let's do it again next year. What do you say, guys?
You bet, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm down.
In fact, I have the prop for next year.
The what?
The prop for next year, if you look at me. It's supposed to be a old microphone, but it's not.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because I've only got the game screen on in front of me here, so I can have my full screen recording here. So no, that's the only reason. But
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, bring whatever it is you need to the fight, and like I said, let's do this again next year. So for everybody watching out there, happy Game Show Day, happy Game Show Month, and until we see you again somewhere in the convention world, this is Brian Spinski for the Game Show Goombas. We will see you next time.
Okay.
All right, very good.